always heralds any edition of Osogbo Festival. Here in Lagos, media men are briefed on the lineup of activities to mark the 2-week event.
This year, one of the major new things that we are bringing in is the debate and cultural competition among secondary schools in Osun State. By next year, we'll make it national. This is the only new thing that is added to Osun this year. But of course, other programs like the musical concert, football competition, golf competition for executives, ayo playing, and all those traditional things will always be featured. And of course, beauty pageant that has been sponsored by a company that has already given us a car.
The artists that will perform are Dr. Adewale Ayuba, Saheed Oshukba, and a host of others.
So I say hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. For the rest, come to the Osun Oshogbo.
The 2010 edition of Osogbo Festival is the 641st. Ayo Olumoko says it's not been easy selling this aspect of our culture.
On a yearly basis, we bring new things that the corporate world and individuals will always look forward to. So it's been very challenging though, but it's been very, very rewarding in terms of products and intellectual properties that we have always been adding to it. I want to say that our show festival is not fetish. It's a cultural festival that can be seen as a resort kind of, where, because what we want them to do is for Nigerians to start creating, the ideas and the activities of going on holidays. We should cultivate the activities of going on holidays in Nigeria instead of going abroad.
Osogbo may not mean much to some, but to others, it is a festival that must have their full participation.
I work in this country for about 31 years, serving both the state and the federal government before I retire as a civil servant. And because I learned culture and Ifa from my home, not that I went to a particular school, it was a thing that I learned in the house that made me also a babalao or a guru in Orisha ways of life before I finally settled in the United States of America. If I preach culture in America, if I teach culture in America, if I disseminate culture in America to smoothen their life, I took this culture from my world, from my beginning. Why can't I give back to the community that gave me so much? That's why I intend to give back to community what I took from the community. That's why I don't think 3 months is too much in the year to come back to give back to the community that gave me so much.
We want to do carnival from the government side, and we are collaborating with the Osun Oshogbo community to do this together.
Expectations are high and preparations are in top gear. But here comes a snag: the death of Oba Iyola Oyewale, the Toja of Osogboland. He opened the proceedings at the festival for 34 years. So, will the festival still hold? Will another Oba be installed before the event kicks off in earnest? Questions and more questions. To answer all the questions, the Osogbo Cultural Heritage Council organized another media parley. First, they reminded everyone of the good deeds of the past Atoja of Osogboland.
He's a chartered accountant. He studied accountancy in London. During his reign, the Osogbo had a state. Osun State had a state which was named Osun State, and apart from that, the capital was given also to Osogbo. He has the benefit of having 2 universities in Osun State, and apart from that, he also ensured that the Osun Festival is well organized.
So, Will Osogbo Festival hold this year?
But this festival is a treaty, it's a pact between the first Oba, the people of Osogbo, and the myth Osun herself. So it is a must for us to celebrate the festival, because when we celebrate the festival, Osun takes care of the town. So we cannot afford to stop celebrating, because we cannot afford for Osun to stop protecting the city. So it is a festival of the city with the Oba, not a festival of just Oba. And Oba came to the throne a few days before the festival, 34 years ago. And he left a few days before this festival. Automatically, it's throwing a challenge to us that, hey, let me see how you do it when I'm not there. And we're going to do it very well. And then we want to also use it as a rite of passage to celebrate his life. So that's the additional thing that's going to come up, and that's why we're here to reassure people that this festival is a must to come up.